Hello guys, by the name I'm called Allan Gasole. I'm from Nakivale, precisely in Gasole. So I'm a rabbit keeper again, poultry members. How can I say that? Keeping poultry. So this is an organization which called the Animal Friend of People, which working all ladies and single mother. It is a non-profit. So now I got my visit, my boss. Now he's coming to visit my farm. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
So this is a young man, very young man and so determined, Mr. Allan Gasole, here in Gasole. Basically, Gasole is found in nakivale. It is after base camp. After base camp, you go down. As he told you earlier, he has an organization, Animal Friends of People, and as you can watch, he keeps poultry at the same time. He's into plants. If you try to look around on the beds, he has tried to put up beds for a variety of seeds, and at the same time, he keeps rabbit. So we are very impressed, and we are very happy for this very young man and determined to find that he's putting up all these projects, which will be useful to the community.
Okay, thank you, Aaron, for welcoming us.
Yeah.
I'm also called Deus. I think let us enter into a poultry house and see how he's faring and helping the community here in Nakivale. Thank you, Aaron. Let's go.
Okay. And I'm keeping Sasso, and they don't think that because that is the chicks for 1 month and 1 week, and I usually feed them with Kafika animals. So that's why they are the way you are seeing. They are heavy and they are good health. Yeah.
Aaron, I want you to clearly tell us what inspired you into chicken farming.
The thing that inspired me is because of my organization. I have some single mothers and old ladies which are need to create a business. But I thought how can I creating for them the business. So I started to buy the chicks. Then after 1 month, I can sell some chicks. Then the profit that I will get, I will buy for them the chicks I give them. After giving them, they will getting some eggs. They can starting to selling eggs like that. And there they are starting how they can getting their own money.
So now, Ivan,
Yes.
I want you to how this young man called Aaron, exactly what he, how can he benefit from this professionally, like selling drugs maybe to some other clients? Exactly, I need you to expound on that.
So,
And where exactly can he get services in case he needs?
So basically, where, as I earlier discussed with him, behind cameras or behind curtains, he can always get the vaccines basically, because we have found out that there is resistance of vaccines in poultry. For example, E. coli, Salmonella, and the mycoplasmosis. So Zoetis has come up with an invention where they have invented vaccines like MG, that one is for E. coli, and for mycoplasmosis, and some other vaccines for Salmonella and mycoplasma. So you can always go to vet center to where the vet center is the sole distributor of poultry vaccines for Zoetis. So whenever he gets a challenge with disease outbreaks, he should not bother himself or by buying antibiotics, because antibiotics are so expensive. So you should always go to vet center and buy those vaccines to vaccinate.
Thank you, thank you. Now back to Mr. Allan. How do you rear your chicken from day one after receiving? You can give us up to like 1 month.
So, first of all, so you can be prepared when you're getting those chicks for 2 days. First of all, you can be prepared the place where you are going to put in
Brooder?
In the brooder.
Yes.
After 2 weeks, means that there the chicks cannot again getting the problem for getting some charcoal like that. So then you can remove the put in a good space where they can be relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very. I needed to add something little from that. After you have received your 1-day-old chicks, you need, as you prepare your brooder, you prepare your brooding pots, you set in fire, you get your glucovit and brooding peppers, you receive the birds. During the first 2 hours, you give them mixed in glucovit so that they can regain the energy within the brooder. Then after that, you can put in your pellet, especially using the cow dice galdas, which comes in this bag behind in the poultry house for about 1 week. Then after that, you can introduce your birds to KBC, which is cow dice broiler concentrate. You mix it like a 50 kilogram bag. You put in 100 kilograms of maize broken, the chick starter size of broken. Then after the second week around 17 days, you can use the ratio of 50 kilograms to 120 kilograms. Then after 33 days, you can put 50 kilogram bag concentrate of KBC into 135 kilograms of maize broken. That is when you need your birds very fast, when you don't need to use maize brand. Where do you get your market, Mr. Allan?
So my market, so it is here around in Nakivale. So here in Nakivale, they are good market for selling chicks for 1 month, and chicks for 2 days, and chicken for 4 months, 3 months. Yeah.
How did you find cow dice? Animal feeds?
So the way I found this cow feed, so I've got from my friend called Deus. Is him who interested me about the way it is work. So I said that let me try the way it is working. The first time when I tried, so I think that it is a good feed. Yeah.
Now, what are your future plans, like expansion plans? Because now I see you're still on rearing broilers, Sasso. When do you intend to do some other expansion, and so that people out there can be aware and create market?
So like the way I said before, so this it is an organization which is non-profit. So it is there to helping single mothers and old ladies. So I keep these chicks in order I creating some business to the old ladies and single mothers. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I have in Nakivale base camp where we expect most of the refugees in Uganda to be. They are very healthy, and this one may be contributed to the fact that such kind of youth and young generation is producing tasty meat and some more food outside here. Thank you, Allan. I think we can go and have a look at rabbits so that we can conclude this by looking at some plants. Thank you.
Okay.
So you feed them this?
Yeah, because nowadays we have a challenge
Thank you, Allan. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
So what we call waste, you're turning it into gold. Now tell us.
So like the way you're seeing my rabbit tree,
Yes.
yeah, I believe they can be, by now we can get some challenges because by missing the feet for feeding them, that can be our problem, but they are in the good health. Yeah.
Okay. So now you can tell us how do you multiply? Because I see you're having very many rabbits from here. How do they multiply? Which diseases and some challenges you are facing while rearing these rabbits? And where do you get market? Man, because people do complain a lot that there is no market for rabbits really.
So, you know, yes, some of the people, they no market for rabbit, but they are there. They are there. And there are some of people are needing the meat of rabbit. Yeah. And let me start talking about the challenge of rabbit. The challenge that we get in rabbit is only the feed for feeding them. You know, like when we are reaching drying season, there we're getting some many challenges. There you cannot getting feed for feeding them. That's why we are doing the Palmer Garden there here at our place in order to see how they can be feeding our animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And apart from this, because I'm seeing only one category of feed, which is cabbage leaves. Where do you collect this, or let me call it rubbish or garbage? Because now I see you're adding value to this. Many people outside there call it rubbish, call it garbage, but for us here now, we see it is total feed. Where do you collect it from?
So you know here, like our Palmer Garden, when it is finished, the feed that you're feeding the rabbits, so this rubbish, so we're getting in the market. So and we said one cycle we can sell it at 50-100K. So one side for feeding this one. So that's why we are needing some many supporting in order to overcome this challenge. Like when we are reaching in the period of drying. Yeah.
Okay. So now, have you thought about using some hay on these rabbits, or it is not locally available here?
So it is not available here.
It is not available.
Yeah.
And have you tried out some pellets, rabbit pellets?
So yeah, I heard about it, but you know it is costs a lot of money. So you know when you putting like I thought it can be like 50 kilogram can be like more than I don't know, but it can be expensive. That's why we're using the the cabbage leaves like that.
Thank you. I see this rabbit is producing a lot of manure and urine. Where do you exactly sell this? Or what is the importance of this manure?
So you know this manure, it is that we're using in our Palmer Garden.
Okay.
In order we're getting some food for feeding them.
Yes.
And the feed it is only the feed that we put in the Palmer Garden for feeding the rabbits, but it is feed even us, because my community, there are sometimes when they're coming here at my place to ask some dodo, the cabbage, etc. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, we are grateful to have you, Allan. And now that we have seen that you have rabbits here and you're planting your own food so that you can reduce on the cost of production, what do you tell the youth outside there?
So the youth, the thing that I can tell them, many youth, they are usually give up in rabbit keeping. So the thing that I can tell that don't give up. In a rabbit tree, they have money, and if you staying to sleeping every day, it means that you will not getting money. Look for money in rabbit.
Now that there is money, give us your contact,
Yeah?
Mr. Allan. Give us your contact.
So if you need my contact, it is 077 20 68 68 0059. That is my number.
So, Ivan,
Yes.
what else do you talk about these rabbits? Because in most cases, we tend to have diseases in rabbits, and people have a challenge of raising young rabbits. Rabbits are good to look on when they are old, a bit old, because they are enjoyful and playful. But when it comes to raising them from day one, especially when they are still at the young stages, that's where we normally make errors and lose a lot of rabbits. Is it due to diseases or a lot of... because I see here Alan constructed a permanent house for them, so that maybe, I think, to protect them from the outside conditions. What do you talk about that?
What I will talk about this, about raising young rabbits, a key factor is hygiene.
Yes.
Is hygiene, biodiversity, and maybe providing a shelter that can shelter them so that the extreme weather outside cannot reach them. Because most of the rabbit diseases come from poor hygiene. So if the hygiene is kept well, you raise the rabbits with no any challenges concerning diseases. Especially rabbits, they tend to have a disease of foot rot because of poor hygiene. You find they tend to rot the whatever the feet, and that is a challenge that is in rabbits, especially young rabbits. There is another disease called the swollen head syndrome. It is fond of attacking the rabbits. Actually, it is a bacterial disease. But if you want to check that disease, we use anti-inflammatories like dexamethasone. So that drug, if you inject it to these rabbits, that disease, the swollen head syndrome, if you use dexamethasone and strong antibiotics like gentamicin and pen strip, you will check that disease.
Okay. So now, now that we have looked at all that much, Mr. Allan, can you help people out there to construct these cages? Because I've found out that why people don't like rearing rabbits is that they don't know how to protect them from the wild animals, and maybe put up some simple structures like this. Because I see you're producing all these rabbits not in expensive cages I normally see outside there. Can you help out them in case they reach out to you?
Yes, I can help them because the way you are seeing these cages, they are not expensive. So than the cages that you know, yeah, I can help. Yeah.
Thank you. I think if you need Alan, because we may not do all this much work because he's an expert here, you can reach out to us or through his contacts so that he can help you out. Thank you very much, Alan. Now you can show us part of your garden where you plant all this for your cuckoo and rabbits.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it, you know.
So now finally we are in Palma Garden.
Yeah.
What is Palma Garden? You know, those are strange words. They are very difficult words to use. Mr. Allan, what is Palma Garden?
So the way you are saying, the Palma Garden is like it is helping us to collecting water.
Yes.
Like you see the bioswale here, so it is helping to collect all the water and bring some of the fertilizer when it is raining. Then the crop that you will planting here, this side, to me that they can grow in the good soil, because you have doing like this Palma Garden. Yeah.
So this is Palma Garden.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And So you have, now that rains have started, so you're putting up, you're setting up
So,
the main gardens.
yeah, like here, so we are, like here we are seeing the wind is rolling, and we have always put some seeds in
Yes.
our bed. It means that around after two weeks, we shall starting to putting the crops here.
Thank you very much. If you are not inspired by Allan, who will do so? Maybe Musao Ivan will also inspire you by telling us a few words and a conclusion remarks from this.
So, I'm Ivan Tukwasiwe. I'm an official vet from Kafika Animal Feeds. And as earlier informed, we came here to take a visit to this young man, as I told you, young man and determined, who is taking part in poultry and rabbitry. So this man is so inspiring. Actually, he should be an example to very young men who are there, who think that agriculture is for old men, that agriculture is an outdated version. So it should be an inspiration to young youth out there that agriculture actually is a hot cake and it is something to go for in this 21st century. Thank you.
Mr. Allan, say hi and goodbye to your viewers.
Hi everyone. So I said bye and thank you for your visiting.
Yeah, thank you. I am also Deus, and I'm saying bye. Stay tuned, and we need more of this every time we come here, Mr. Allan. And thank you for giving us a good reception. If you need to visit him, come to Nakivale Base Camp. You can find all these entertaining gentlemen.
Actually, he is found in Kashojwa B. After the base camp, you go down on the Catholic Church. Then after Kashojwa Primary, you go up. So you'll find Mr. Allan.
Thank you. Boom.